everybody. Hello and welcome to another Heart and Parcel English and Cooking class. Hi Veronica. Hi Remy. Hi teachers. Hi Rizwana. Great to see you. My name is Claire, and every week I will be cooking delicious dishes from the Heart and Parcel cookbook. Of course, we will be learning all different types of English language, English listening, reading, writing, and speaking. You will also be learning lots of different types of food as well when we cook a recipe from start to finish. So hopefully it'll be a nice new dish for you too. Welcome to new students. Hi Sadiqa, great to see you. Hi Anastasia, lovely to see you. So welcome to new students and also welcome back to old students. Hi Wafa, great. If you find the class too difficult, no problem. You can write in the chat and our lovely teachers today will help you. We have Teacher Kat, Teacher Emma, Teacher Naomi and Teacher Louise there. Hi Valeria, lovely to see you. If you find the class too easy, no problem. Ask more questions. Try to expand your English by asking a variety of different questions. Hi Hanan. If you enjoyed today, you can like and subscribe to our channel and like this video at the bottom as well. And hopefully that will mean that you get to see more of the delicious dishes and recipes that we do over the next couple of weeks. Are you guys ready to start? I think I'm ready to start the class actually. I have 3 questions for you. 3 questions for you. Question number 1. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? Question number 2. What is your favorite ingredient? What is your favorite ingredient? Ingredient is the food that you make a recipe or a dish with. What is your favorite ingredient? Why? Question number 3. What is your favorite meal of the day? What is your favorite meal of the day? Meal, it's food or dish, something that you eat at a certain time in the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe brunch. So what is your favorite meal of the day and why? So 3 questions there. You can type in the live chat, speak out loud, or write it down, or just keep it in your head. Off you go. 3, 2, 1. So for me, how am I feeling today? I'm feeling productive, really, really productive, because I have so many things to do, but every single thing I love doing. I love my job, I love my family, my life. This is really great for me. So I'm feeling like I want to do lots of different things. What is my favorite ingredient? My favorite ingredient is sesame oil, because it's strong, it's nutty, and it's savory. And I love cooking with it all the time. And question 3, what is my favorite meal of the day? My favorite meal of the day is brunch, because it reminds me of being lazy and spending a long time in bed on the weekend and then getting up and having lunch and breakfast together at about 11 o'clock. Let's see what you guys have today in the live chat. So we have Veronica saying that you're fine. Your favorite ingredient is cinnamon because it has a lovely fragrance. Good, it's very fragrant, fantastic. Why do you like breakfast, Veronica? Is there any reason for it? Remy, your favorite food is vegetable soup. Fantastic. That's very healthy. Very, very healthy. And Remy, your favorite ingredient is ginger and or garlic. You couldn't choose. Why is that? Why do you like ginger and garlic as your favorite ingredient? Lisa, welcome. Aklama, hello. Lisa's favorite ingredient is garlic, ginger, coriander, and spicy pepper. You can't have 4. You have to choose one. Sadiqa, well done. Your favorite ingredient, fresh green chili. Oh, good. Lemon and cinnamon. Again, choosing lots of them. Give me a reason why, Sadiqa. Why do you like those ingredients? Valeria, your favorite meal is lunch because you can eat too much. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? You have lots of time to sit and relax. Veronica, you like the breakfast because you feel hungry when you wake up. That's interesting. I don't feel hungry. I have to have a cup of tea first and wait for my stomach to wake up. Hanan, your favorite meal is salmon with white sauce. Oh, wonderful. Oh, so elegant, so luxurious. I love it. Spicy green pepper, Lisa. Yes, Remy, ginger and garlic, the two together has a really good flavor, right? Yeah, it's really, really delicious. Fantastic, guys. Well done. It's a really, really nice list of ingredients there and lots of meal preferences. I think let's get started because we've got lots to do today. And I really hope you like this lesson. Lots of English and lots of food. Are you ready? I have a task for you. I'm going to give you 1 minute to name all of the ingredients on the table, but I would like you to describe the ingredients. So can you give me some adjectives to describe the flavor, the taste, and the texture, the feel of these ingredients? Can you describe the flavor and the texture of these ingredients? So I'm looking for adjectives today to describe the different flavors and textures of the ingredients. You can type in the live chat, you can speak it out loud, or write a list. If you have a book or a phone, you can write the list. Or as you're doing other stuff, you can just think it, just listen. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. So try to get everything. First of all, list the ingredients. And then perhaps you can describe the different types. What does it taste like? What's the texture? What does it feel like when you eat it? Keep going, keep writing. Keep speaking out loud. Try to get as much English as possible. Even if you don't have that chance to write in the live chat, if you can still hear me, it's great just to speak out loud. Try speaking English for the whole time, 30 seconds. Keep going, you can go further. If you find texture and flavor, if you've got that very easy, you can go further. with color, with shape. Keep going, keep writing. If you don't know what some of them are, that's okay. We're going to look at them in a little bit. Try to remember all the adjectives. 10 seconds. Well done. Keep writing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Great. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't know if some of you got them, or perhaps you were still listing some of them. Brilliant. We've got some good adjectives coming in now. I can see that. Well done. And some good lists of the different ingredients. Fantastic. I think you got all of them. Brilliant, Aisha. That's good. Sweet orange carrot. Fantastic. That's really, really good. Well done, everybody. Let's see if we can match some adjectives to the ingredients. So you can see I've got a lot on my board today, quite a lot. I'm just going to hide this last bit from you because that's for later. We've got 3 columns. 3 columns. Let's have a look here. We have the flour. Now, I was thinking, flour, normally when we don't taste flour on its own. So normally the adjective to describe it we don't use. But flour doesn't really have a flavor. So when something has no flavor, no taste, and it doesn't taste of anything, we use this word here. Can you say it? Bland. Bland just means no flavor, no taste. And it's a negative word. We normally use this if we don't like something or it hasn't got enough flavor. Bland. Here, it's kind of like, it's not wet, it's dry, and it's made of powder, powdery. So we can add the Y to have the adjective, powdery. After that, we've got oil. Did you get that one? Oil. Now, color is like yellow, perhaps, vegetable oil. And we've got 2 adjectives to describe it. We've got oily, and greasy. Greasy. So notice the Y and the Y and the Y. It's like a way to add the description, adjective. Oily. It's quite a negative word because I think sometimes too much oil is not good for your health. So we use this with negative. If you want to say something is too much of something, you say too oily, too greasy, too sweet, too salty. Good. Well done, guys. Let's keep going. We have salt. I couldn't think of anything to describe it other than salty. You know that taste, of course, salty. And again, it's quite a negative word. You can say it's a little bit too salty. After that, we have water. Okay, maybe you can't see it on the table, but we're going to need it for our recipe today. The only way I could describe water was wet. There's no other way to describe water. If you have a flavor of the water, definitely tell me. I don't know if you guys saw this one. This black seed. It's Nigella seeds. We worked with it before, maybe in the 2nd lesson or 3rd lesson, with the beautiful honey buns that Layla gave us the recipe for. So these ones are quite bitter. Bitter. This is an interesting taste. Quite sharp, a bit bitter. What is bitter in your language? Maybe you might need to look it up. And a little bit nutty, a bit nutty, kind of more of an earthy flavor. Then we have I've got some ghee here. And I think I noticed in the WhatsApp group, you guys were cooking with ghee, which is great. If you don't have ghee, you can use butter. It's kind of similar. And I think that ghee or butter is creamy, and perhaps a little bit malty. It's got that salt, that cream flavor together. Fantastic. After that, we've got our fillings. So eggs. How to describe the texture? Well, it's quite soft, but it depends how you cook it. Maybe fry, boil, scramble, poach, however you want to make that one. And it's quite savory. Savory. Opposite of savory? Sweet. So savory is all kind of non-sweet things. Red onion. Lots of red onion today. Oh, I love this flavor. It's sharp, it's strong, not soft. And this one, maybe you have to look this one up. You say umami, umami flavor. And I cannot describe this flavor, but it's that flavor that's the best flavor. Some people say it's like the extra flavor after sweet, sour, spicy, salty. It's like the fifth one. So it's really delicious, really nice, very fragrant, aromatic, and also savory. Chili, I think a lot of you said that this was your favorite ingredient, and it is spicy. Spicy. Remember the spicy and strong. You can describe it as hot as well. And of course, I think Aisha, you got that one, well done. It's sweet and crunchy. Carrot, really good, really delicious, very healthy for you. What else have we got? Now, some of you thought this was parsley. That's okay, it's good. This is fresh coriander. I'd say a little bit spicy, but how would you describe coriander? Have a think about it. And of course, salt and pepper. Pepper, to make it the adjective, just the white, peppery, peppery. Finally, we've got our side today. We've got onions that we're going to use. And I've already described those. And we've also got some vinegar. Now, I'm using rice vinegar today. And you can use it 2 adjectives to describe vinegar. Can you say this one? Sour. Sour. It looks like sour, right? Sour. Sour. And tart. Tart. Both mean the same. Sour is a little bit more negative. If you don't like something, you can say it's too sour. But tart is like quite a positive word. What other things are sour? Maybe like lemon or any other citrus fruits. Then we've got our caster sugar. Of course, it's sweet. There's nothing else you can describe sugar with, really. And chili flakes. Of course, similar to a green chili, it's spicy, but also quite hot. Do I mean this hot? It's that kind of heat, that chili spice at the back of the throat that makes it hot. You can describe any kind of spice or food or spicy food as hot. And of course, more salt. So I've got lots of delicious ingredients today. Have I used any of your favorite ones? Maybe let us know in the chat, or you can speak out loud. And today I'm going to be making delicious paratha with egg. So our lovely learner Bibi gave us this recipe, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you. It's the vegetable and egg stuffed pancake, and perhaps you have a similar one in your culture, or maybe the kind of food that you make. But Bibi made this one for an event, and it was really delicious. And so I wanted to share it with you today. I'm also going to add a few sides as well. It's a really fantastic breakfast, lunch, or snack, or brunch. So I hope that you like it today. And maybe you've made paratha before, which is brilliant. So as I'm going through the recipe, maybe write down all the words that I use so you can also describe it in English later on. As I'm cooking, I have got a task for you. You notice this column here. We still need these words. So, as I am cooking, can you keep note of all the utensils that I use? So all of the equipment that I use to make the paratha and the rest of the sides. Keep note of them, write them all down. If you don't know what they are, if you've forgotten, that's okay. We'll go through them at the end. Okay, are you ready? Let's make a start. I'm really excited about this one. So first of all, you're going to need the dough, of course. I'm going to start off with 500 grams of plain flour. 500 grams of plain flour. I'll move this over here. And you're just going to weigh that out with my weighing scales. I've got my bowl. And you just want 500 grams of plain flour. Fantastic. Next, you're going to add to that some salt to make it nice and salty. Maybe just half a teaspoon is fine. And to that, I'm going to get my oil. And it's around about 125 mils of oil. I'm just going to drizzle that in. I think this makes the dough really nice and soft. Next, I'm going to take my metal spoon and mix the ingredients together. It's coming together nicely. We need to make that dough. And it should, with your hands, you want to kind of rub the flour and the water, the oil and the salt together so that it looks a little bit like breadcrumbs. Just rub it together like this. Brilliant. Next, going to take, actually that's my drinking water. That's not the cooking water. So I'm going to take my wet water. It's quite warm, so warm water here, and 250 mils of warm water. And the most important thing is to pour it in bit by bit. bit by bit. Bit by bit means little by little, so small amounts of water poured in. Rizwana, no problem. I think this time is that everyone is cooking dinner, right? The best thing is you can have this on in the background and you can listen to all the different English words as well. I imagine that you're probably cooking something very delicious. So keep adding bit by bit, using your hands to mix the mixture together. Try to form a dough. Should be quite sticky and a bit soft. So again, using those adjectives, shouldn't be a hard dough, should be very soft, it should feel quite warm. I'm just going to move this. And don't worry if you add too much water, like I might have done just now, because you can always add more flour to balance it out. That's the beauty of cooking. You can keep changing ingredients and adding and adapting to your own kitchens or recipes. You're going to tip it out onto a chopping board and you can roll or knead with your hands. And you're going to knead for around about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Just really pushing the dough out with your hands. Making it nice and soft. Getting rid of any of the extra dough in your hands. So I'm so happy to be cooking this recipe today. Bibi was one of our students at Heart and Parcel when we used to do the live or on face-to-face sessions. And it was really great because she brought in this dish for one of our special sessions. And it was so delicious. It was so yummy. The filling was really, really healthy with lots of vegetables in it. And the dough was really crispy. It was really, really delicious. I absolutely loved it. And I asked her about the dish. And she said that her mum used to make it. So her mum used to, after school, her mum would make her the paratha as a kind of snack for energy. So when she was relaxing at home, she would then have this paratha, eat it, and then continue studying. So the whole idea of this food was to be for energy for her study. And it was really great to hear her talk about this because it has kind of good memories with her mum, and then also maybe a bit of a bad memory with studying. So the dough is quite soft now, and you want to put into a bowl, and with the bowl, you're going to pour in the oil, put the dough in the bowl, and cover with cling film or a tea towel. It's up to you. Just to leave it to rest, to get softer. Fantastic. Now, whilst that's resting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quick side to go with my paratha. And this one is really great because it's so simple, but so effective. And it lasts for ages in the fridge as well. So take a tub, and to the tub, you want to, what's this? How are the onions prepared? You can see that. So you want to put the red onions there into the tub. And to that, you take 1 tablespoon of caster sugar and 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Nice tart rice vinegar. So this is good, Sadiqa. It's sliced onion. Well done, you got it. Great job. Sliced. If you add the D on the end there. Then, gonna take a teaspoon. If I can get it out of my nope. You take 1, maybe half a teaspoon of chili flakes and half a teaspoon of salts. This is great. I learned this recipe from a cookbook that my friend got me for my birthday, and it's brilliant. I use this for barbecues or lunches or brunches or breakfasts. You just shake this for 2 minutes. It's really, really good exercise. Really good exercise. I'm not going to do it for a whole 2 minutes, but you get the idea. So put your pickled onions to one side, and we'll come back to those. And in another bowl, I want you to add 6 eggs. Now, eggs are a classic breakfast ingredient. What other ingredients do you use for perhaps breakfast or lunch? Are there any ingredients that we just don't use at all because it's too strange to eat it at that time of day? Do you have chili in the morning maybe? Is that something that you would do? And to the eggs, you want to add your onions, red onions. My carrot. So think about how the carrot is prepared. And my chilies also. Think about how the chilies are prepared. Green chilies. Some pepper. I'm going to take quite a lot of pepper actually, because I like peppery things. And some salt, of course. And I'm going to leave the coriander for the moment. And with a whisk, I'm going to beat the egg. Mix it all together to make nice filling. What kinds of things do you have for breakfast in your country or in your home? Maybe you have something similar. Put that to one side. And finally, we're going to move on to our paratha. So, the dough should be rested. You want to rest it for around about 45 minutes, really. But I think we'll be okay for this moment. Onto the chopping board, just dust the chopping board with flour and break the paratha into balls. Fold it up and over. Oh, I cannot wait. I mean, I suppose these are supposed to be just for breakfast or a snack, but I think I'm going to try and see if I can have it for dinner tonight. Akrama, you're saying that you're eating cereal in the morning because it's easy. Yeah, I agree with you. I think sometimes in the morning we're in a rush. We don't have that time to sit around and make big, extravagant breakfasts. Do you know what people have in Britain for traditional breakfasts? Does anyone have any idea? Oh, Yasmin, French toast. Amazing. Remy, you eat lots of chili in your food. In all of the food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. What about dessert? That's good. I think chili is very good for you, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, Kat, I have pancakes as well. Definitely, definitely. So I'm going to do 3. And I've just dusted my board with flour. And taking a rolling pin, want to roll out the dough. Doesn't really matter what shape it is, right? Like a kind of circle shape. Make sure it's nice and thin. And then what I'm going to do is paratha has quite a lot of oil and butter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pastry brush and with my ghee and my oil, just going to pour it together to make a mixture. There we are. And with that and my pastry brush, I'm just going to brush the top of my paratha to make it nice and shiny. With my knife, I'm going to cut strips of the paratha. And then I'm going to, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Can you finish the sentence for me? Carefully. Good, Aisha. I'm going to roll. Valeria, good. Roll up the bits of the pastry. Really, really nice. Oh, I can smell the ghee and the taste and the flavor. It smells so creamy. It's really delicious. Do you know how I cook the parathas? Can you guess? Okay, so you now should have it kind of like a beautiful flower, really. And I'm then going to flatten it out and start rolling again. Here we are. Make sure they all stick together. Wow. Now my rolling technique isn't that great. How are you guys at rolling? Are you good rollers? Is it difficult to roll for you? Want to roll it out like this. Ah, good guess, Aisha. Actually, no, we're going to fry the paratha today. And I'm just going to put that to one side whilst we get the others going, because I know that we'll need to get them all going at once, right? If you have something similar, write down what you make and why. Maybe you make similar kind of flatbread. What do you make and why? Great, Lisa. Do you do it the same way, or is there a different technique? I'm going to slice. This time, I think I'm going to sprinkle some nigella seeds on top for a bit of variation. And then I'm going to roll up the pastry, just to give it a bit of variation, a bit of variety. And perhaps this would make a really nice brunch for family or friends. I think Bibi's mum made this because it had so much energy. You have the flour, you have the ghee, the oil, and of course you have the vegetables, so it's very healthy as well. Flatten it out, and you're going to roll. I'm just going to put one of these parathas on the side there. So you can see all the different patterns. Fantastic. It looks. What do you think? Ah, Rizwani, you make a different type. I think there are so many different types of parathas. It's one of my favorite types of bread. Is it healthy for you? I'm not sure. But I think that's fine, especially if it's a treat. I hope you're keeping note of all those utensils. Maybe think back to what you had for breakfast this morning. Was it similar? This is going to be my last one, and I'm going to leave this plain, again, to get a bit of variety. And this is just slicing with the knife. Again, rolling it up. The reason for this is because I want to get some nice layers in the paratha. I want to make sure that it's flaky and crispy. And by having different layers in the pastry, you can have a nice, crisp and flaky texture. So with food, flavor and texture are both very, very important. And everything will be described through flavor, texture, and sometimes color or shape or size. But flavor and texture for food is really, really important. So when you talk about food in English, you can say your favorite food, but also describe the food. It's my favorite food because it's... Yeah? You can try it in the chat now if you like, or you can say it out loud. So, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is... because it is, and give a flavor and a texture. Fantastic. All right, I think we're ready to cook up now. Now the cooking is quite a big task because you have to have the pan very, very, very hot. Very, very, very hot, and you have to move quickly because the heat is very, very fast. And if you don't quickly move everything, what happens? It burns. So I've got my kitchen towel ready, my other utensil, and I'm just going to keep that on side. Okay. So to the pan, you want to add some oil. And you want to get it quite hot. Then I'm going to add the paratha. And then after the paratha, I'm going to brush it quickly with some ghee on the top and spin the paratha round. I'm going to do this quite quickly because I do not want anything to burn. Do you get scared of this as well? I do sometimes. So it's getting quite hot. Maybe add a little more so that it doesn't stick to the pan. Sometimes you can test to see if it's okay by just adding a little bit. You can see that. Sizzling a little bit. Well done, Ellen. Your favorite food is fish because it's delicious and healthy. Brilliant. That's a brilliant sentence. And it's so, so clear and so interesting as well. Veronica, my favorite food is vegetarian ravioli. The texture good, it's smooth and a little bit chewy, but the inside is like a runny sauce. Yes, you can say the inside is like a soft, creamy sauce maybe. That would be a really great description there. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to go in with the paratha. And I'm going to quickly brush the top with ghee. taking a kitchen towel, you want to just turn it on its side. This is so that the bottom bit doesn't burn. It's really, really important. Okay. Turn it over. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Be really careful of the oil. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my egg mixture and put on top there. And quick flip over and press. You notice how quick that is. Now, this is really good. You can see that really flaky pastry coming out on the top. That is really all from the heat, but also the slicing that I did earlier. After you roll up that pastry, it really makes such a difference. I'm going to flip it back over. You can see that egg there, really nice and brown on top. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of fresh coriander here. Going to fold it over and leave it to dry on the top there. Wonderful. Let's do that one more time. Oil. I'm going to take my second paratha and I'm going to turn it. Be good to use my kitchen towel. Brush quickly with ghee. Again, you want a lot of the ghee because it gives it that golden and crispy texture and color. Again, you can use butter if you don't have ghee. Does anyone make ghee at home? I would really like to learn how to make ghee. Rizwana, do you make it? Farhad, welcome. No need to apologize. You can come and join us. We're just in the cooking stage. You take a little bit of egg on the top. Make sure you brush it to the sides. Wow, look at that. A little sprinkle of coriander. And press it. Really make sure you're pressing it down so that it spreads really nice and evenly across the paratha. Wow, wow, wow. So delicious. I could do this all day. And you see the brown on the top, like an omelette. Very similar to a chapati, indeed. Very, very similar. Just going to fold it over there and flip it over so we have it on the side. Fantastic. Obviously, I could continue and go on. You can make as many or as little as you like. I'm just going to do 2 for today because I think we are almost, the time is almost up. But, of course, you can make more if you wish. So, to plate up, I've now got my kitchen towel draining the paratha on the plate. And I'm going to take my serving plate. Oh, I need a nice cup of coffee with this for breakfast. And then to the paratha, I'm going to add here. You could actually cut in half as well. I think Bibi's, she cuts it completely like this. So maybe you can have it into sharing strips. That's absolutely fine. And taking our pickled onions. So you can see you've got the really delicious pickled onions, and they've turned a little bit pink now. Oh, wow, that smell is the umami. Really, really, really good. Really, really good. And you can see they've become more colorful from the shaking. And it's just a really lovely, colorful dish to start off the day with, or as Bibi would do, it might be a little snack for later. Perhaps I might even try and cut up. Oh, can you hear that crunch? Lovely. Maybe a lovely sauce might go nice with this. And finally, if you're feeling really, really like you have lots of time, you can make a nice drink. So I usually like to serve this with sweet mango lassi. And this is so simple, so simple. You can just make it with yogurt and mango puree or fresh mango. Lots of ice, some cumin seeds, and some salt, actually. I'm going to serve that up with a sprig of mint. There we are. Fantastic. And there you have it. This is Bibi's egg stuffed paratha with quick pickled onions and a mango breakfast lassi. I think that would make a really, really good breakfast. What do you guys think? Thank you, Remy. Yes, Hanan, that's a really good question with which sauce that you can pair with the paratha. Rizwana's in the group now. I really like it with Rizwana's imli chutney. I didn't have any today, but you can make this tamarind imli chutney. I like it with chili sauce as well. Any other suggestions? Thanks, Sadiqa. Thank you, Juliet. It's really, really delicious. So crunchy. Did you guys get all my utensils? Can you say them now? You can type quickly. And I'll bring them down to the board. So if you got the list, really well done. I used obviously the bowl and the metal spoon for the dough and the flour. Cling film to cover or a tea towel. I used that whisk. And this is how you spell it with the H. And a rolling pin to roll out that paratha. Then the frying pan to cook it up with oil and ghee. Kitchen towel, that is so important for this recipe. Kitchen towel to drain, firstly the paratha, but also to spin it round in the pan. Knife to slice and score. And last but not least, a plate to serve up. I also used the chopping board as well, and a cooker or an induction hob for it. Oh, well done, Veronica. Spatula and brush. I also used the spatula and the brush. Brilliant. Well done. Well done, Aisha. Serving plate, good. I also used Tupperware, yes. Clever that there's some that we've missed off here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Good stuff. Well done. Okay, thank you so much for coming today, guys. It's been really fun, actually. I've had a really good time. We're going to send homework in a little bit based on the recipe. If you do your homework, bring it to the Zoom class tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time. And our teachers will be there to mark the homework, to check through any feedback, and to have a nice discussion with you about everything we've spoken about today. Please go along, some great speaking and listening practice, and it's free. So why not? Thank you so much, everybody. If you've got any questions, you can always write in the WhatsApp group, email me, anything you like. It's been really, really great to be teaching you today, and I'll see you next week. I'm going to have some of this now. Goodbye.